Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a special Canada's Got Talent edition of the Jake Seek with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of JakeSeek.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. Now, before we get started with this interview, if you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Or if you're listening to our audio, please give us a 5-star review and subscribe to the podcast. I'm bringing some of my favorite acts from Canada's Got Talent, and one of them is this incredible magician who's made me stunned, who stunned me, and not only that, but stunned the entire audience and me judges. So please help me welcome Savio Joseph.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going good, Savio. Congratulations on your audition. It was fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
All right, Savio, so when did you get interested in magic, and how did that passion evolve into desire to pursue a career in the entertainment industry?
So I started when I was very young. I was like 10 years old. I was sitting in my room and it's a weird story, but the window was open and this owl flew in with the letter and I got accepted to this place called Hogwarts. And ever since then, it's just been weird stuff going on. I'm totally pulling your leg. I got a magic kit when I was 10 and it honestly just got me hooked. I was always one of those kids who was into like really kind of niche stuff. At one point it was like solving Rubik's Cubes and, pen spinning, and magic was just one of those things. And I just got hooked, and I just never stopped. I got the bug and it just, here I am today.
Awesome. And by the way, don't we all wish we had those letters when we had an owl come in?
Yes. I really did wish I had a letter come in.
Alrighty, so who are some of the magicians and illusionists that inspired your act?
Ooh, that's a good question because there's so many. I think there are so many different magicians who have different real, skill sets that have, such great talents. And, I draw inspiration from a lot, but the ones that really come to mind, I would have to say, David Blaine. I think that's like an obvious answer, but, the real reason I look up to David Blaine is because I think he was the first time he, took magic from the stage and he brought it to the people in the street. And, he was just this cool guy in his, shirt and jeans. And like, he made magic like very normal and humanized. And so I really enjoyed that. So I really do look up to him. And I got to give a shout out to another Canadian magician whose name is Sean Farquhar, who when I was young, I used to watch a lot of his stuff and took a lot of inspiration from him as well. But there's so many. I know I'm leaving out a lot of great names here, but those two right now.
Awesome. So why did you decide that 2022 was the time for you to audition for Canada's Got Talent?
Honestly, I think it was out of necessity, really. I graduated university and there was just this weird, phase of my life where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? What's next? And I was really looking for something that would kind of give me the opportunity to make a decision. And Canada's Got Talent just came at the right time. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is a sign. Like, this is meant to happen. And so I was like, okay, I'm doing it. This is it. And then it happened. And so honestly, it all feels like it was a blur. It all just came at the right time. And I can't really fully explain it. I don't know. It just came at the right time. And I was like, this is it. This is the moment that I've been waiting for. And I really needed it. And so it went well. And yeah.
I gotta say though, my friend, you spooked the audience and myself when you pressed Cardinal's buzzer, Trisha's buzzer, and Lily's buzzers during your act. Were you worried if Howie got it incorrect? And if he pressed his buzzer, that would be game over?
100%. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but my heart was racing the entire time. I was like, okay, I guess I'm hitting the first one, the second one, the third one. And I'm like, if this goes wrong from this point on, like, it's just one buzzer, and one buzzer means it's done. So I was definitely, nervous, but I was trying not to show it. I was like, you know what, like, hopefully like this goes well, this goes as planned, and, it'll work out and, everything will be okay. But it was definitely a fear that was in the back of my mind for sure.
Same here, but I was like, thank God you rolled up that tablet, that tapestry, and everything was correct.
Yes.
Alrighty, so Savio, I want to give you a hypothetical, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so if you had the opportunity to make it all the way to Canada's Got Talent's finale night, and Lindsay announced that you won the show, could you describe what this win would mean to my audience?
Whew, wow. I just got goosebumps. That was wow. Like, I mean, it would be a dream come true, really, because like I think, my whole life, I keep saying I've like waited for a moment like this. And, I used to be that kid who like, I'd be in my bedroom and like, turn the lights off and I'll have my hairbrush in my hand. And I'm just, imagining I'm in a sold out audience of people just, watching me do magic. And so like, a stage like Canada's Got Talent, like an opportunity like this it doesn't just always happen, and it's just like to win the entire series would honestly mean the world to me. And I think a win for me would also be like a win for all kind of immigrant children and youth who like can see and go, hey, look, if that kid from Brampton is out there chasing his dreams and doing it, like why can't I do it? And like that would be such a big moment for me as well. So I think it would mean the world to me. And I can't really put into words what that really could feel, but it would mean the world to me, honestly.
Awesome. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed and toes crossed for you, because my friend, that was incredible. Reminded me a lot of some of America's Got Talent greats, Shinlin, the Clairvoyants, Oz, Perlman, Piff. It reminded me a lot.
Yes, and I took a lot of inspiration from them. I watched them, studied them. I'm like, like these acts did so well. I'm like, how can I, be like them and model after them? So kudos to them too. They were incredible acts.
Awesome. So, if you had the opportunity to meet with magicians who wanted to audition for Got Talent, what advice would you share with them?
Ooh, you know what? I think there's going to be three things I would share. I think number one, I would say, I guess this kind of goes for any act, really. I would say, have a moment to just really think about like what is your story, right? Because I think at the end of the day, like I really love the magic, but I think the people at home also want to know who you are, right? And like I kind of got vulnerable on stage and kind of shared a really, like crucial moment in my life where I'm like, I just graduated, I'm really going through this, and that's who I am. Like that's Savio the magician, right? So I think number one would be figure out who you are and what your story is. And then number two, I think honestly, just have fun. Like if you're not having fun and you're not, you're too stressed out, like, you're not going to be able to perform at your A game. And I think the last thing I would say is, practice, as much as you can with your friends, family, call over some people who you trust and, kind of work out the magic. At home, I had, my mom, my dad, my brother, and my friends sit down, and they were my judges. That was Cordae, Trish, Lily, and Howie before I got on stage. And so, practice as much as you can, have a lot of fun, and share your story with the rest of the world. And I think those are the three main things I would, give as advice for any magician trying to be on the show.
Alrighty, Savio. Last question. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Where can my audience find you and follow you on social media, and also find out where you're going to be performing next?
For sure. I think, all social medias, Savio Joseph TV. That's my at Savio Joseph TV. You can find me on Instagram, where I post a lot, TikTok, where I'm trying to post a lot more, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever it is, at Savio Joseph TV. You'll find me everywhere. And more shows. If you go to my, website as well, it's www.saviojoseph.com. That's where I would be posting tickets and sales for, events and things that I'm doing in the future. But Savio Joseph TV, find me.
Awesome, Savio. So, guys, if you missed an episode of the Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar Podcast, visit our Apple Podcast, Deezer, Google Podcast, Podcast Addict, Spotify, and Spreaker's pages. So that's Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, are you on social media? Because I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, Savio, just to let you know, my platform, jakes-shake.com, is celebrating its 11th anniversary in August of 2022.
Wow. Wait, my birthday's in August. That's so cool. That's amazing.
Oh, how serendipitous.
Wow. That's incredible.
Alrighty, guys. If you want to see more of my Got Talent coverage, including my interview with Howie that I did earlier before the season started, head to jakes-shake.com. Once again, jakes-shake.com. Now, if you're financially able to, please consider heading to PayPal to help keep jakes-shake.com and my platform up and running. I'm a one-man band, so I do everything. So if you're financially able to, awesome. But if you're not, I totally understand. And please subscribe to my podcast and also social media. Savio, I want to wish you the best of luck as your Connecticut's Got Talent journey begins.
Awesome.
And I hope, and I'll be rooting for you, Savio. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me today.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.